whole lot cooler in Los Angeles than it is here. A lot cooler.
That's great. We just have that humidity, and you're talking about almost record-setting, this kind of heat wave we're expecting here.
Sean put this very well last night at 11, and I was up watching him, by the way. That plane got in late. But we are going to be closer to the record highs than the average highs the next week. So that's pretty wild. We want to show you first, Maria. We continue to see updates on this storm, and Hurricane Center is doing a very good job of following this, but I got to tell you, this is really, really bad. Puerto Rico now on the backside of the eye getting these waves of heavy rain. This is the Dominican Republic. So now Santiago is beginning to get the first waves from this hurricane, and winds over 100 miles per hour, even though the eye is offshore. So we'll be watching this closely as the cone. Remember, you don't necessarily watch the track, you watch the cone, right? And this will stay offshore of the United States, but it's going to go through the Eastern Caribbean, Turks and Caicos, for instance, probably gets hit as a 2 or a 3. They don't need that. And then we'll watch probably next week, beginning of next week, this could approach Cape Cod. So we'll be watching that for you. Much more coming up in a few minutes. This is a look outside right now in Indianapolis where it's hazy. Some of you have a little fog to the south and northeast. 71. And look at that dew point reading. Here we are only 4:20 in the morning, and the dew point is 69. That is really high. In fact, for this, the last fall day of summer, it's going to feel every bit like you would expect from summer weather. Very hazy, very hot, and very humid. The autumnal equinox comes in tomorrow at 4:02. Zionsville, good morning. You're at 71. Southport at 72, and Ball State at 71. It's 69 in Shelbyville right now, and 69 in Columbus. Up in Lafayette, 69. So everybody is warm. But take a look at what we're expecting. This afternoon, by 1 p.m., 85. Then we'll be in the upper 80s. But check this out. This is very significant. By 1 p.m., our heat index at 91, and it could go up to 96 or 97 today. I never see that in September. You don't see that either. So, how will that affect us as we go into the weekend? Well, tomorrow, Operation Football at Roncalli. I'm here tomorrow. Carlos is going to be with all you Rebels at Roncalli in the 70s. But when the games are played tomorrow night, at kickoff, the mid-80s, but it will feel like 90. So hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. That's going to be the word. In the meantime, our pattern this weekend is going to continue to be quite warm. This is what we want, this cooler air to inject into the atmosphere, but it won't until late next week. So I think, and I'm going to explain this more in the next few minutes, I think we're going to have at least a week of every day at about 89 degrees with no rain. In fact, take a look at this. Hazy, hot, and humid all the way until maybe Wednesday. At that point, late in the day, we'll see thunderstorms. And then by Thursday of next week, highs only in the 60s. But we have a long way to get there. I predict they will not open the roof again for the Colts game. How about that? Isn't that weird?
That's crazy.
In September, but we'll have more in a few minutes.
It'll be hotter.